Arizona, where the sunsets are unforgettable, the desert stretches for miles, and the food? Well, the food might just surprise you. This isn't just a state of beautiful landscapes. It's a place where Native American traditions, Mexican heritage, and Wild West ingenuity all come together on the plate. Today we're diving into 10 foods that were born right here in Arizona, from accidental creations to dishes that have been around for centuries. And along the way, you might find your next favorite meal, or at least something new to add to your travel bucket list. Let's jump in. Let's start with Arizona's most famous and most debated dish, the chimichanga. Now, if you've never had one, imagine a burrito, but then imagine someone saying, "You know what this needs? Let's deep fry it." And somehow, that was a brilliant idea. The origin story is part legend and part happy accident. At El Charro Cafe in Tucson, the story goes that the owner accidentally dropped a burrito into the hot oil. Instead of tossing it out, she served it, and history was made. Meanwhile, Macayo's Mexican food in Phoenix also claims to have invented it. Either way, Arizona wins. Today, chimichangas are packed with shredded beef, chicken, or beans, and then fried until golden and crispy. Add cheese, sour cream, guacamole, and you've got a dish that's equal parts comfort food and indulgence. And honestly, if all accidents turned out this good, we'd be in great shape. Next up, the Sonoran Hot Dog. And this is not your average cookout hot dog. This one starts with a bacon-wrapped hot dog, and that's just the beginning. It's tucked into a soft bolillo-style bun, then piled high with pinto beans, onions, tomatoes, jalapenos, mustard, mayo, sometimes even avocado. It's the kind of food where you look at it and think, there's no way I can eat this neatly, and you'd be right. The dish comes straight out of the border culture of southern Arizona, especially Tucson, blending Mexican street food traditions with American classics. It's bold, it's messy, and it's absolutely unforgettable. Now let's slow things down and go back centuries. Tepary beans may not look flashy, but they're one of the most important foods in Arizona's history. Cultivated by Native American tribes like the Tohono O'odham Nation, these beans are incredibly drought resistant, perfect for surviving the harsh desert climate. And when I say drought resistant, I mean they thrive where most crops wouldn't stand a chance. Flavor-wise, they're earthy, slightly nutty, and incredibly versatile, used in soups, stews, and traditional dishes. But more than that, they represent sustainability, resilience, and a deep connection to the land. This isn't just food, it's survival turned into tradition. Fry bread is one of those foods that's simple, but carries a powerful story. Made from just a few ingredients, flour, water, salt, it's fried until golden and puffy. Crispy on the outside, soft and warm on the inside. Now you can eat it sweet with honey or powdered sugar, or savory topped with meat and beans. But its origins are tied to a difficult chapter in history when Native Americans were forced to adapt to government-issued rations. And yet, out of that hardship came something enduring, something that's still celebrated today. In Arizona, fry bread is everywhere, from roadside stands to cultural festivals, and once you try it, it's easy to see why it's remained a staple. Now take fry bread and build on it. The Navajo Taco replaces the tortilla with fry bread, creating a base that's thicker, richer, and honestly more satisfying. Then comes the toppings: seasoned ground beef, beans, lettuce, tomatoes, cheese, maybe a little sour cream or salsa. It's big, it's bold, and it's definitely not a light snack. This is the kind of meal where you sit down hungry and leave very, very full. And the combination of textures, the crispy bread, the warm toppings, the fresh veggies, it all comes together in a way that's uniquely Southwestern. Now let's talk about something deceptively simple: the cheese crisp. At first glance, it might look like a pizza, but don't call it that in Arizona. This dish starts with a thin tortilla, baked until crispy, then topped with melted cheese, often with green chilies or other toppings. That's it. But sometimes simple is exactly what you want. Restaurants like El Charro Cafe help popularize this dish, and it's become a go-to appetizer across the state. It's crunchy, cheesy, and incredibly satisfying. And once you try one, you'll understand why Arizona didn't feel the need to complicate things. Now let's go back to something deeply traditional, Piki Bread. This is one of the oldest foods in Arizona, created by the Hopi tribe, and it's unlike anything you've probably seen before. Piki bread is made from blue cornmeal and spread into an incredibly thin layer, almost paper thin, on a hot stone. It cooks almost instantly, then gets rolled into delicate sheets. The texture is light, slightly crisp, and almost melts in your mouth. But here's the thing, it takes serious skill to make. This isn't something you just throw together in your kitchen. It's traditionally prepared by hand, often during ceremonies and special gatherings. So when you see Piki bread, you're not just looking at food. You're looking at generations of knowledge, technique, and cultural tradition passed down over time. And honestly, it's one of the most unique foods you'll find anywhere in the United States. Here's a food that's been part of Arizona's food culture for generations: green corn tamales. These are especially tied to Native American communities in the Southwest, including traditions connected to tribes like the Tohono O'odham Nation. Unlike traditional tamales made with dried corn masa, green corn tamales use fresh, sweet corn, giving them a softer texture and a naturally sweet flavor. They're often mixed with green chilies wrapped in corn husks and steamed until tender. The result is something that's slightly sweet, slightly savory, and completely different from the heavier tamales most people are used to. And here's what makes them special. They're seasonal. Green corn tamales are typically made during the late summer harvest, turning them into more than just a dish. They're part of a celebration of the land and the growing season. So when you try one, you're not just tasting Arizona, you're tasting a moment in time. You can't talk about Arizona without mentioning the prickly pear cactus. And one of the best ways to enjoy it? In a margarita. This bright pink drink is made using the fruit of the prickly pear, giving it a sweet, slightly tart flavor that's incredibly refreshing. It's the kind of drink that looks almost too pretty to drink. Almost. Perfect for a hot Arizona day, or honestly, anywhere you want to feel like you're in the desert Southwest. And finally, something truly rooted in the Arizona landscape: the fruit of the saguaro cactus. Harvested traditionally by Native American tribes, this fruit is turned into a rich, dark syrup. It's sweet, complex, and used in everything from drinks to desserts. But more importantly, it plays a role in cultural traditions and seasonal harvests. This is food that connects people to the land in a very real way. And it's a reminder that Arizona's culinary story goes far beyond restaurants. It's tied to the desert itself. So there you have it, 10 foods born in Arizona, each with its own story, flavor, and connection to the Southwest. From crispy chimichangas to ancient Tepary beans, from over-the-top hot dogs to cactus fruit syrup, Arizona proves that great food can come from anywhere, even the desert. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these would you try first? Or better yet, which one have you already had? Drop it in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow and lets us keep bringing you more travel and food content like this. And if Arizona just made your travel list, reach out to Tradewinds Travel. We'll help you plan the perfect trip, from where to stay to where to eat. Our contact information is in the description below. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy travels and happy eating.